We are live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my page. It's Jenny here. I do interview all different professions, and come to my page just to share their story, why they want to do this online business, and their experiences. And it's my pleasure today to invite Monica, who's also my accountability partner, to come here today to share with us about her story. I'll let her, Monica, to introduce herself. Morning, Monica. You're muted, honey.
Hello, everyone. So sorry, I didn't make it be loud here. Thank you so much, Jenny, for inviting me. I'm honored to be here with your page. You have an incredible page. You share so meaningful information, and you teach your audience. And even though we're business partners, we're friends, I also follow you because I love to see your page. So
Thank you.
it's so good that I'm here, and well, we are friends and we are business partners, independent business partners. And well, my name is Monica Valardi. I'm from Mexico originally. I was born there, raised there, but I live in Canada. I moved to Canada 2 years ago with my 3 kids. I'm a single mom. My background is I'm a veterinarian. I worked for the corporate world for 30 years. I have been working for them for 30 years. And well, in this corporate world related to vitamins, animal feed, um, traveled all around the world. I have also been twice an entrepreneur, delivering products and dealing with all this, what it takes to have employers and employees working for you. So I know how it is. And well, I have shifted into this digital business because that was the best for me. And that this will be for the rest of my life, I think, and for my family. So we met here, and well, here I am, and I hope I can give good insights into your page too.
Oh, thank you, Monica. I just like to share a little story about how we met. This online business is really incredible because we're due, globally. And at the beginning, like when we started, I was really struggling, and we do have a support group, but I feel like I was not really, a running business kind of person. I just wanted to have a partner and have somebody that we can do together, and we can discuss things, right? And then one of the group we have, we can look for partners, and that's how I found Monica. And then we have other, 8 other incredible ladies, and we're in the same group, and then we share our, experiences, we're stories every week, and that's how we met. And Monica's been like one of the incredible leaders in the group, and she share her insights and her experiences. She always cheer us up, and she always encourage everybody. We go together. It's just incredible journey since I met these ladies. And yeah, so let's share some of your stories, Monica. How did you go with this online business so far? Good, bad, and whatever the story you have, and how did you overcome the bad ones, and continue make you keep going.
Well, first I decided to launch into this because I'm a mom. It doesn't matter what age your kids are. When they're very newborns, you want to be next to them. When they're toddlers, it's a very difficult moment for any mom. So it's also difficult when they're in elementary school, secondary school, whatever. So my youngest now is she's in 10th grade, and the other one is 17, and my oldest one is 20 years old. And today they still need me. And I believe they will need me forever, even though my oldest ones are already on their own at the universities. It's always nice to be there for them. There are times that they feel alone. For example, they just call me, and it's so nice that I can take the phone, not whenever, but almost whenever they need me. And I feel very grateful for that. My little one, she's 15. When you have a teenager, it's so important to be close to them and to watch after them. That whom are they hanging out with? If they are having problems at school, if they are having so many other issues that are related with the teenager period or stage of life where that anyone goes through, and it's always challenging. And what's I mean, I believe that if a mom of a parent is next to their kids, it's the best. At least it is for me. And well, after being so many years in the corporate world and traveling so many years, uh, I have never had the option to leave my kids behind. So that was also has always been a must for me. It's just something that I don't even have to think twice. So by seeing this, and I finished a master's here, and it was so difficult, and I am an immigrant here. It was very demanding, time demanding, and then I thought that after my master's it'd be so easy to find job, and I was facing a fact, and you said what's bad and the good things, and it was a fact that even though I speak a couple of languages, and I believe I have a good experience I could share in my industry, it was very disappointing not only for me but also for many of my classmates, younger and older and whatsoever. It didn't matter what age we are, because right now I'm 52, but I have uh, persons at the university that are in their 30s, and they're facing exactly the same situation. And I was like, okay, then should I go back to work from 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, or traveling or visiting customers all day long, and my kids are alone, or my girl in this case is alone at home all day long? Should I do this? I don't think so. And then, okay, I get a payment, and it's so low, unfortunately, really low. And living in Canada, it's super expensive. And I believe it's not only in Canada; it's happening worldwide. I'm from Mexico, and people is telling me I've not been there for 2 years. People is telling me it's also getting so expensive, and I was okay. If I live in Mexico, it will be expensive. If I live in Canada, it will be expensive. So it doesn't matter what I do. I need some extra income, and something that offers me the possibility that maybe I'm busy, but I know that my daughter is sitting next to me and is doing her homework, for example. For example, my kids, they play tennis, to train. And then sometimes I have to wait for 1 or 2 hours, or they're in a tournament, and I can be next to them and watching them while they're training. So what other job could give me this possibility? Or for example, I want to travel to Mexico, for example, in the next weeks. Hopefully I can get there, and then it's no problem that I can take this business with me. And if I decide to go back and move back to Mexico, or I move to Germany, or to Italy, or whatever, wherever I move, I can take this business. So this was just like built just for me. It was tailored for me in my case. And there's also tailored for many other women and men or parents or couples that are out there. But it was just the perfect fit for me, because I want to go back to my because I'm passionate about what I do, Jenny. I love animals. I love animal nutrition. I'm passionate about what I studied, and I want to go back sometime, but not because I need to do it. It's because I want to do it, and that's the sad thing in life, that we can see so many people out there that go to work because they need to, not because they want to. And today, I can tell you that each day I wake up, each day of my life, it doesn't matter if it's a good day or a bad day. Once I start working with this, it's like, wow, I want to wake up and start working. My question is, for so many people out there, who really, or what percentage of people feel like how I feel about this business? And I can see that it happens also to you and the other group, the other people, women in our group. So that's why, and that's a good and a bad thing about being here. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
in love with this.
I hear you. Like even though my kids are not, they're still in the younger age, but it's still the same as the moms. You always want to be there for them. Like last night, my girl went for a birthday party, and then she called me. She said that she's done and asked me to pick her up, but she's not actually done. So I was just sitting in the car waiting. I was like, well, I have at least the business I can check onto. before that, like I was just wasting all my time sitting in the car, right? I'm sure there's so many parents and send their kids for programs or whatever, and then they're sitting there waiting. But at least there's something that you can do, and you just can earn the income when you're sitting there waiting, right? It's just not like some other kind of job that I can help you with. But this online business is just very convenient, it's very flexible. That is, I really enjoyed the part of that. It's really helping. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, and something that is very, very, very important is that we meet people from all around the world, and there's something in this community that I had never imagined I would find at this stage of my life. And not talking only about my age, which is also important because after a specific age, we feel like the industry doesn't want us anymore because we have so much to share, but they don't want to pay people that are above a certain age, or they think it twice. And in this case, we can see people that are great moms working here, learning, being committed, being focused, and you relate to them, and you feel that in unconditional support from all those people. And something that I fell in love with. I think that almost everyone here in this business is willing to help each other. And you, Jenny, your results don't affect mine, and
No.
I don't affect yours. So if I decide to quit today, I do not affect you, and the opposite, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Which is just then people would think like, okay, then why are they showing up here together? It's just because of the love of the business.
Yeah.
It's just because I want to help Jenny and Jenny wants to help me. And there are thousands of people out there. We have this, it's like similar of any other communication tool. We have an app where we communicate. And we're more than 180,000 people there. And if we have a question related to a specific technical issue, because I'm not a tech savvy person, and then I say, let's say, I have a question about social media, and I go and search in that specific chat group, and I get help from so many people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it doesn't matter the age, it doesn't matter what nationality, it doesn't matter the skin color we have, it doesn't matter if you're single, if you're divorced, if we're married, if it doesn't matter. So there's not a better place to work, and it's legal. We pay taxes.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
I
facing a problem.
Yeah, yeah, I do, I do really appreciate that support group, because like before I found this business, I did do some other things online, but that was just, it's very frustrating because once I joined it, there was no support group and then there was no, no training. So I had to try to figure out things all by myself. Imagine like with the people like me have no experience whatsoever. It's really, difficult. But I mean, like I don't know how to emphasize enough to to the people, like this online business have all different kind of support groups, and then we have all different kind of trainings, like whatever it doesn't matter what experience you have or no experience, and this training just teaches everything, and the support group is just helps you with everything pretty much, like from zero degree until until you being successful, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Right,
Yeah.
right, right. And we have. I was listening. We have this training every week. Well, you can join to any training you want, but let's say we have an official training timing that we can also watch a reply later, because if we are working, we can watch it later because it's always saved. It's all everything is video based, right? So and there was this lady which I really found really, wow, I loved it, her story, because we share people's stories. And she was finishing a PhD, a postgraduate. I mean, it was a doctorate, you know. And she decided not to finish the thesis, because she was saying that she was already like losing time to work on this. She's very knowledgeable about her topics, and she could think that, okay, with this PhD, I mean, if she has this PhD, then she has a master's or maybe more than one master's degree, and she decided to jump into this directly. You know, she's so successful. So we have this kind of person, but we also have just stay-at-home moms who work so hard with their houses and with their husbands or with their partners. Stay-at-home parents, daddies that are doing also amazing. And we have people who had never done anything with a computer, that didn't know how to launch a social media personal profile. And we look at what they have achieved. It's just so impressive. People who are all backgrounds. You and me come from the health industry, but there are people from economy, finance, banking, engineers, architects, from all over.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they're doing this. They're
yeah.
doing this,
Different,
and they're being
yeah.
successful. And we're working
Lots
hard.
of different
That's
passions.
something.
Yeah,
That's something. I was explaining something, Jenny, to my kids, to Isabella, my little one, last night, because I mean she's 15, so she can understand this. And I was telling her, in the long term, you can retire with this. And then she said, "What's the long term, mom?" And I said, "Maybe 4 years, 3 years, 5 years. I don't know." Oh, so long. And I was, no, that's not long, baby. If you work for the corporate world, retirement means maybe 30, 40 years. And I said, "What? I don't want that." She is 15 and she has
yeah,
learned so much. And I know your kids are already also learning a lot. And
yeah,
she's planning to save enough money for the moment she's 18. She starts with this
yeah.
and pays for her own tuition and everything. That's
Oh,
something, because her mindset is already different. Because
different.
we were taught in our generations that we have to work for 10 years or for 20 years, and they're, wow, you worked there for 20 years. Okay, for 30 years. Oh, even better, 40 years. Oh, you're awesome. You're the best employer. Really? Are you kidding me? That's not for today anymore.
No, not anymore. But the thing is, like, you got so restricted if you work for the company. Like, for us, we save our hours for vacation. And then once you have enough of vacation, they won't let you take it all because, you got to share with somebody else too because they all want to go vacation as well. So even though you have like, hundreds, thousands of hours of vacation, they won't let you use it all. Like, how is that fair, right? But I mean,
Yeah.
it's my hours. I earned it, but they won't let you to do it. And the same thing, if you wanted to have a day off, you ask for permission. If they don't give it to you, what do you do? Right? That's the restriction you have. So it's not really free. So whatever you do for the company, you bonded to the company, you have to follow the rules. But if you own your own business, you're the boss of yourself. You decide what you want, you decide when you want, you decide how much you get paid. That's a huge difference, right? Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I don't think that's fair, because yeah, for example, when you get laid off,
yeah,
um yeah, I was working for, I went in the industry area I come from, and it has happened all over in the health industry. We have seen this corporate joint ventures, when a company buys the other one, and if you're lucky, you belong to the one who buys, but if you're
right,
unlucky, you belong to the one that gets sold.
yeah,
Then those people just lose their jobs. I was working for a big company, and suddenly it was bought for someone else, by someone else. And I had very, very, very good friends that had worked for this company for 30 years. And do you know what they did? Do you want to know? They hired policemen to join them to their desks, to take all their belongings, not even take their computers, even though it was full of their personal stuff still. They
wow.
would just, they just said, "This was your last day." What's that? This was your last day. I'm sorry. I
That
mean,
must be devastating.
yeah, devastating. I mean, some of them got into serious depression.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
imagine work for a company for 30, 20, 25 years, and you come to your office, and there a policeman comes with you and tells you you're fired,
Yeah, yeah,
just because you got bought, and they don't tell you before that, because they want to protect their data and everything. But what
Yeah.
happens with the person? Okay,
Yeah.
you get a big check, of course, but it's not good enough for more than 1 year or 1.5 years. And after
No.
that, maybe you're 55. And then
Yeah.
what happens with you?
Yeah.
You don't have a plan B.
That's
With you
right.
can still work on what you're doing, and besides that, you can have this plan B. Or
Yeah.
if you can, then work full time with this. Just leave what you're doing.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. There are people who are working in their lunchtime and whenever they can. And
Yeah.
once
Yeah.
they have it done, then just quit and just look after your own business.
Yeah, there's no security, it doesn't matter who you work for. As long as you work for somebody else, you're not making the decisions. There's no security, like because they're not guarantee you for work there for a lifetime. Like
Yeah.
because the world is changing, and then everything is changing, and you don't know, it might change today, it might change 10 years ago, but there's no secure, right? That's not what we put my mind into. Their solid that you just have to, like, we'll need to have a plan B at least something happens, right? We don't want to get till the point that we're just go so anxious about what happening to us, and then you start all over again. That just not, it's not good for us, and mentally it's not good for our family either. It's, we just need something to have to back up, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. We have family, we have parents, we have sisters, we have brothers, we have friends, and there's people that are counting on us. And
Yeah.
we lose our job and we don't have anything else. It's what will happen next. And
Yeah.
that happened
Yeah.
to many people. For example, what happened with during pandemic.
Yeah.
So many people lost their job. We have a lot of team business partners here that who joined during pandemic because they
Oh.
lost their job.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just interviewed on a beautiful friend. She worked for an airline,
Yeah.
so she
See,
lost
all,
her job, and then she was right in the middle of a personal situation, very difficult situation. And, and what could she do then?
yeah.
You
See,
know?
that's why I have all different kind of professions, not just like me nurses, or you as a nutrition, but there are office people, there are teachers, there's even housekeepings, like different professions. Like it doesn't matter what you do, you can start, because there's no security, and every single like professions have their own stressful, point to be, to being at that job position. So I really appreciate your time, Monica, and I know you're in your car, you're probably busy running your errands, but I really thankful for you and being here, share your story, and I wish you all the best, dear.
Oh no, I wish you also all the best, and I'm sorry I had planned to take it there, but it was very noisy, so I wanted to be respectful to your audience and to you, so that's I decided to jump into my car. But that's the beauty of this. You can do it wherever
Yeah, we
you
can
want.
do it anywhere.
When
Yeah, we can do it anywhere, anytime.
I was sitting in the beach and they invited me, and I was like, okay, let's take this. And it was so
Yeah.
nice, it was quiet, and you can do it wherever you want. So that's
Yeah.
that's the beauty of this. But yeah, oh, and it's important to mention that we have an informative session there.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah,
PST
every
time.
Tuesday, Thursday. So it will be tomorrow and Thursday. So for all the audience and followers, if you're interested in the business, you can check us out. There's, my website or Monica's website. You can register either one of them and just to find out, because it is a risk free. There's no obligations to do anything. You can just spend, about 90 minutes to watch the webinar, and that will show more about this online business. And I hope that helps you guys as well. So good luck, everybody, and have a great day. Thank you, Monica.
Thank you, Jenny. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.